Hi, my name is Morgan Lopez, and I'm going to be walking through my concept map. So my main broad topic was sports, and I broke it down to the NCAA equipment, levels, and athlete well-being. So I'll start in levels. The first subtopic I have was rec leagues, and kind of from that I have parent, coaches, beginners, orange slices, and fun, because I feel like rec is really just for like little kids, and it's just like getting to know like the sport, and even if they like it. And then the next level I did was club leagues, which is more intense competitions, busy schedules, tryouts, and select teams. And then the last subgroup I did was college sports. And for that, I had recruiting, scholarships, NCAA, NAIA, and JUCOs. And then obviously like Division 1, 2, and 3. And then I also just had like new environment, because like in college, like you're obviously going like away to play. So that's what I had for levels. And then next I had NCAA. And for that one, I just broke it down into different conferences that like compete against each other. So for example, I did the SEC, and I did A&M and Vanderbilt, and then Southland, I did Lamar and HCU. Conference USA, I did Sam Houston State and Dallas Baptist University. And then for Ivy League, I did Yale. Sunbelt Conference, I did Coastal Carolina and Texas State. And then for the Big 12, I did U of H. And then kind of like for those, if I were to do like a speech about them, I could just go into like statistics and like facts about the school and stuff like that. And then the next one that I did was athlete well-being. So the first level of subgroups I have was injuries, and with that I had rehab, surgeries, physical therapy, and wear and tear injuries. And I feel like with all of those you can go like really deep into them, especially rehab and physical therapy, because there's a lot of different layers and like techniques that people use when they're recovering from injuries. And then the next group I had was mental health, and I had performance anxiety, pressure, imposter syndrome, and depression. And I feel like all of those are like starting to come more to surface with athletes, especially athletes in like higher levels like club and NCAA and even professional. And I feel like that's starting to be like a bigger deal. So I feel like that would be like a good thing to make a speech out of. And then next I had the fairness of athletic organization. So I had performance enhancing drugs, sexual and physical abuse, cheating scandals, and trans athletes in sports. And then that was all that I had for athlete well-being. And then the last one I had was equipment. And so for shoes, I had flippers, court shoes, spikes, and cleats. And then I had padding and shin guards and shoulder pads, helmets, and then knee pads. And then even with like padding, there's like the whole like kind of conversation about if paddings for like football and rugby and like really hard physical contact sports are even like helpful, or if like how they could change them to make them like more impactful and not as many injuries. So I feel like that could kind of like be a topic that can also go around with like equipment and like kind of like the science behind it. And then I also had like the different type of like sports balls that teams use, so like baseballs, tennis balls, footballs, soccer balls, and just kind of like all of the different sports that need like extra equipment with that. And then I do feel like making a concept map was really helpful, because it kind of like makes you think. Like I would have never really like thought about like talking about like depression with like sports, because it's not really like something that you think about like when you're thinking of like sports. Like there's more like just like the actual thing, but like whenever you're in it or you like are like experiencing it, then it's like makes sense that like maybe like a topic of like depression or performance anxiety would come up. So I think it did like kind of force me to like think outside of the box a little bit, and also like I feel like it kind kind of created like a lot of different ideas that I like wouldn't have thought of without making the concept map. So I actually did like it, and I do feel like I will use it a lot.